President Trump still on defense and trying to spin away from what he had called a setup and just having to speak with, real voters at a town hall. In a moment, we are joined by Philadelphia pastor Carl Day, who pressed Trump last night. Let's take a look on just what the MAGA slogan means to different people.
You've coined the phrase, make America great again.
Right.
When has America been great for African Americans in the ghetto of America? Are you aware of how tone deaf that comes off to African American community?
Well, I can say this, we have tremendous African American support.
Well, I mean, your statement is, though, make it great again. So historically, the African American experience, especially in these ghettos that have been redlined, historically, these ghettos that have systemically been set up, you have yet to address and acknowledge that there's been a race problem in America.
So if you go, well, I hope there's not a race problem. I can tell you there's none with me, because I have great respect for all races, for everybody.
We turn now to Pastor Carl Day from Philadelphia. I should mention he serves on that city's Racial Reconciliation Committee, which the mayor formed after the police death, of George Floyd, the killing of George Floyd. You posed that important question. Many people saw it. Now, please let us know, what did you think of the president's answer?
Well, I think the president failed to answer the question, because the true answer is that he can't point to an actual time in history that America has been great for African Americans, especially those that have been living in these underserved, intentionally set up red line ghettos of America in which we see today.
This speaks to something really fundamental, which is the type of history and nostalgia that Donald Trump has invoked sounds different to different people. I'm curious, in your work, which we mentioned, and in the way you want to educate people, what do you say to Americans, and specifically white Americans, who say, well, they don't see it as a problem because there were plenty of things they think used to be better? What do you say?
Well, I would tell them the same thing that, I push in any political room that I sit in. Journey with the people that you try to have an opinion on. We heard the president various times allude to it being a Democratic issue and just blaming it on the Democrat politicians. But the truth of the matter is, you have to start to, search the root cause of the problem. What caused the symptoms? At what point that these communities had so much access to guns and drugs, in which they, quite frankly, weren't growing themselves. They, quite frankly, didn't have the financial or economical structure to just go ahead and bring, an armory full of guns into cities. How did this stuff get here? At some point, we need, white Americans, all kinds of people to actually enter and engage these communities. Talk to the people who've actually lived there, instead of just leaning on media narratives, leaning on the president giving you shock value stats about unemployment going down. Find out how much does it actually cost for these residents to live in these major cities in America. Find out what kind of jobs do they actually have access to. Those are the things in which, so it's all about loving your neighbor and getting to know the people that are around you. Or if you're really concerned as much as you say you are, go to where they live, build meaningful relationships, and at least hear their perspective rather than debate your political party. You
said love thy neighbor. If we finish that bar, it's because your neighbor was once a stranger in the land of Egypt. God had a lot of original bars, Pastor.
Bar. For sure.
Before I let you go, what's the background? What's the Hulk?
Oh, man, it's Hulk 181. First appearance of Wolverine. That's my guy, man. So I'm always teaching my kids, man, it's important to be superheroes out here, man. We got to be out here trying to think about others and trying to save the world around us.
I like that. Pastor Day, you're a very interesting person, very involved, and I think we're the better for the fact that you were able to put that question directly to the president. People can judge his answer as they see fit. I want to thank you. Hey, I'm Ari Melber from MSNBC. You can see more of our videos right here, or better yet, subscribe to our YouTube channel below. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that.